Welcome everyone to our Lunch and Learn webinar. Today we are going to be introducing RSI's Google Chrome extension for an integrated workflow. I'm Stephanie and I work in compliance and special projects at Reference Services. Just a reminder, we are recording the webinar today and the recording and slides will be sent via email within the next day or two. And as always, we'd like to start with our legal disclaimer. As you all know, we are a consumer reporting agency and we are not attorneys. So any information given in today's webinar is educational in nature and should not be considered legal advice. Presenting today will be Brad, RSI's president and COO, and Heather is also joining us from our client services team. Our agenda today includes an in-depth look at the new RSI Google Chrome extension. What is it and how does it work? A quick demo with screenshots and a discussion on how you can get started. Throughout the presentation, if you have any questions at all, please submit them in the Q&A chat and we will dedicate some time before we close to address those questions. And now I'm going to turn it over to Brad to get started.
Great. Thank you, Stephanie. I tell you, we're really excited about this new technology. It's certainly something that could help a lot of folks on the call if we don't have a direct integration set up for you. So I thought I would first start talking about maybe some of our direct integrated partners, and you can see those here on the screen. And so when we say direct integration, we basically mean that we have a workflow already established between the RSI platform and these applicant tracking systems, HR platforms. Generally, the direct integration goes to the recruiting module if they have one, and that's how they refer to it on the applicant tracking side. This is not all of our integrations, but these are probably the largest ones that we have that are in place. So if that's something that you're interested in, you actually work with one of these partners, you can certainly let us know. We can give you a little bit more detail. So today I want to talk about this new Google Chrome extension workflow that we have that we're announcing and explain what this means. In short, you know, an integration is all about making your workflow easier and basically meaning you can stay inside of your HR platform and send orders to reference services without having to log into our platform. So I'm going to kind of show you how that works with this particular extension. So to kind of break it down, a Chrome extensions are programs you can install on your browser to enhance its functionality for various applications. They're small software programs that have certain functions to them that either work on a particular page or throughout the entire browser wide usage that you may have. And I like to tell everybody, if you kind of think about your iPhone or your Android, where you can go to the App Store and you can download, say, something for your bank, or you can download something to use for travel. It's the same process. You're just going to the Google Marketplace and you're downloading this Chrome extension to work on your browser to modify how your program operates. So the extension narrowly defines a purpose. So while the extension can contain multiple components, it generally is there to perform one specific goal. And in this case, that goal is to send us an order to our RSI platform. And usually those goals include modifying the program that you're on, depending on the web page that you're on, whichever platform that you work with. And I'm going to demonstrate that today, just kind of exactly how this thing works and really how simple it is. It's not a difficult process at all. So in short, the purpose of the extension is to improve the efficiency of your workflow. So it allows you to submit orders to RSI without logging into our RSI platform. You can check the status of an order. You actually get a link to view the completed report back through the extension. You can see historical reports that you've placed using the extension. This is important. It works with any HR platform or applicant tracking system platform. And what I really want you to understand is it works with any web page that you're on because it simply scrapes the applicant email and phone number information from that current web page. So it can even work then with any software or any web page that you're on that would have your applicant's email and phone number, in short. So here I'm going to try to demonstrate this if I can. So we're on a Taleo HR applicant tracking system just as a demonstration. Your Google extensions all exist in the upper right corner along the toolbar. Once you actually initiate an extension, you get that pop up, you download that extension. So in this case, we've already downloaded the extension. And all extensions have this little thumbnail tack beside it, which basically means that you can pin that extension to your toolbar so that it's always there and always active and available. So once you've downloaded that extension and you've signed into the platform, you basically will see this workflow happen for you. So we're on a page here on Taleo, and you can see our candidate name is Jeremy Kohler. So it's hard to read, I know, because we've done a screenshot here, but you actually have Jeremy's email and you have Jeremy's phone number that gets scraped into the extension, so you can see that Yahoo email here. You simply hit start an order, and then the next screen pops up to where we will configure on the back end selected packages that you have for various usage. So many of our packages that our clients will have like a pre-employment package or a driver package or they have all kinds of different names, but we can create as many packages in here as you need for different situations. This particular one has our core criminal package plus a drug test. You'll see that the email is brought in to Jeremy Kohler and the phone number. All you have to do is select the package and add the first name and last name. At that point, when you hit submit, it sends what we call a quick app email or text to your applicant from our platform. At that point, once that invitation has been sent through quick app, you now see through this extension that current status. In this case, you can see where it says applicant pending. This means that the applicant has got the invitation, but they haven't fulfilled their part of it. At this point, that application is where they sign all authorization forms. They actually give us their personal information, like their social security number, their driver's license number if needed, their date of birth, things like that. The extension then shows you that current status of applicant pending, but also gives you an order ID number, which you can then get into our platform if needed and actually search and look at a pending order. That's not always necessary. Obviously, if you wanted to stay in the extension, the next verification status then shows complete. At that point, the applicant has completed everything, sent us the order. We've completed the order. We've sent it back, and through the extension, you can view the report by simply clicking on the link that's in the extension. This is just a pop-up of a particular report, just as an example. Now, because the Google Chrome extension only scrapes the applicant email and phone number, there's really no concern regarding security of the applicant's personal data. When we send the quick app, that's actually using our platform to send an applicant's quick app invitation to them. Because we're using our platform, then we're storing all that applicant data within our platform, and that all remains within our SOC 2 compliant servers. So it's really no different than you sending an invitation out of our platform. This is exactly how every other integration works within a direct integration. It sends the same quick app invitation. So the implementation on this is really fairly simple. The one thing that we have to figure out if you have interest is which platform you're on with reference services. So if you've been a long-time client of reference services beyond, say, the year 2020, you're probably on what we call our digital delve platform. In 2019, late 2019 and 20, we added another platform called TazWorks. Both of these platforms are software providers that are leading in our background screening industry, and they're both very, very good software platforms. We have the two options because they offer us the ability to work with things like this in technology, like these Chrome extensions or integrations with various software applicant tracking systems. So first we need to determine if you're on our TazWorks platform, it's very simple. We could have things set up in a matter of a week or two. If you're not on the TazWorks platform, then we would want to migrate your account over to our TazWorks platform and then start our onboarding process. Our onboarding would basically mean a call with Stephanie or Brittany, who is on our integrations team. We set up packages as needed. We can do location setup and have multiple child accounts, as we call them. And then we would do any additional training on our platform if necessary. We then provide the credentials to actually download the Google Chrome extension, which there's no cost to use to download the extension. There is a cost of $1.50 per ordered report and a one-time setup fee of $350. So this really comes down to how many background checks you're ordering in a month, and then what that cost per order is going to look like. So if you need the efficiency and you have multiple people in your HR department, you're ordering 10 background checks a month, an extra $15 a month may not be a big issue for you, but yet the efficiency in that workflow may be extremely helpful. If you're ordering 100 background checks a month, maybe that's a whole nother conversation, and it may be something that you want to explore more of a direct integration with your applicant tracking partner if it's available. So I'm going to turn this back over to Stephanie. She's going to address some of the more common questions that we get about this extension, but just to leave you with the thought that this is really a great product for staying inside your workflow, not having to log into the RSI platform. It's very simple, a couple of clicks, you've sent us an order, but I'll let Stephanie take it from here and really talk more about some of the specifics of what it will do and maybe what it won't do.
Yeah, I'm going to kind of go over these questions, but before I jump into that, I just wanted to mention something that I don't think I saw in the screenshots was I know Brad showed you can go back and look at the background checks. So when you're in that extension, there is a list of any background checks you've ordered through the extension, and you can click and review those on a case-by-case basis within the extension itself. And like he said, you don't even need to go back to the RSI platform unless there's something specifically that you're looking for. So I just wanted to mention that as another kind of ease of use for that extension. So a few common questions we've had come up. The first one is, does the extension support a la carte ordering? So the answer to that is no. We do need to set up everything in customized packages, but if you find yourself in need of placing an order for something that you haven't ordered through the integration before, we can always add packages at a later time as those needs change. And the next question, I think was about drug screening. Does the extension support drug screening? And the answer to that is yes. As long as we include that drug test in the package, then we can order a drug test using the extension, and the applicant self-schedules that to get the clinic information themselves. What is QuickApp? QuickApp is our applicant self-entry portal. The invitation will prompt the applicant to log in, enter their information, sign background screening related forms like the authorization and disclosure forms, and schedule their drug tests. And does the completed report feed into the HRIS or ATS system? And the answer to that is no. The final report will be housed within the RSI Chrome extension. And then once a completed PDF is available, you can just save it and add it to your employee's file. And then the last question is regarding multiple locations or different companies. We can set up child accounts with this extension. So each one can have a unique name. We can do separate invoicing. We can do one invoice that's organized by locations. We still have all of that same flexibility that we have within our regular system. We just kind of apply it and set it up within the extension itself.
Yeah, Steph, I don't think we had a screenshot of that, but generally when you just start an order, you just have a drop down, you select which location that you're ordering for, and then push the order on through. It's pretty simple process.
And now I think we are going to pause for, I think I saw a question come in, so I think we're going to answer that question before we do
Yes.
the reminders.
Thank you, Stephanie. I did see one question come in that if they only do a couple of background checks a year, do we need to go to the new platform? And the answer to that is yes. The Google extension will only work with our TaskWorks platform, but it doesn't cost anything for us to move you to the new platform. It just takes a little time, but there's no charge. If you decide you want to move to the TaskWorks platform, just reach out to us, or we can reach out to you, Connie. And that's the only question I see at this moment.
Okay, thanks, Heather. So now just a few quick reminders or kind of the recap of our session today. The RSI Google Chrome extension will work with any HRIS or ATS platform, and we can add child accounts for multiple locations. It will send an email invitation using Quick App to your applicant for electronic order processing based on the custom packages that we would set up for your account. The extension will have a link to the completed report, and the cost would be $1.50 per report and a $350 one-time setup fee. If you're interested in adding this option to your account, you can contact your account manager or you can email sales@referenceservices.com.
And Steph, I think it's important to note on that cost. I want to make it clear, it's $1.50 per customized package report. So if we're doing a criminal background check plus a drug test, it's $1.50 for all of that together. So it's just per applicant order is another way of looking at it. I just want to make sure that people understand the cost structure.
Yes, that's a great point. All right, well, I don't think I saw any other questions coming in, so I think we're going to go ahead and wrap up. But thank you all so much for attending our webinar, and we look forward to working with you on these projects as we move forward.
Yep. Thanks, everyone.